Hello there, beautiful Gemini. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm here to talk to you about March. We are talking about February 26th through April 1st, and that means 5 weeks, so 5 columns of cards. I am programming these cards for you even as we speak, and I did a meditation for you, and I have some information I'd like to share with you while I lay the cards out. Let's get these programmed. All right, so we'll set these aside for a minute, and we're going to go ahead and stay with the Emma Wise Tarot this month. And see how they play. They're by Ted Andrews, if you're looking for them. They're pretty brilliant. These will be for the going in depth at the end of this video on the first week. I'm going to lay these cards out and talk to you a little bit about what's going on. So this month, I was told that there's been a lot of losses. A lot of people are leaving. Spirits rejoining the great collective, as we might look at it. And some of them are leaving too soon, in our opinion, and it's a lot. I mean, it's some of them much earlier than we thought they would, and it's heartbreaking for us. And there's questions about, is it really happening like that? Wasn't it too soon? It feels too soon. It feels wrong. It feels not correct. And I want you to know that everything is going on in its complete and right order, okay? There is nothing not going correct. They are fine. They are exactly where they're supposed to be. They have finished their job here. It speaks to a lesson for those of us who remain, that it matters how we are in the world. It matters how we interact with people. The impact we have on the next person could very well be all that is necessary for us to fulfill our obligations in the universe, which could be as simple as smiling at the one guy before he goes and does something catastrophic, either to himself or others. It probably won't be that simplistic, but at the same time it could be. But the ripple effect, I'm being told to look for the ripple effect of what happens when we do one small thing that has a giant ripple effect. And we want to capitalize on that ripple effect, create as many ripple effects as possible, right? The reality that those who have left us with ripples. You know, the ripples, take note of the ripple they left in your life. And you'll notice the change. And it's the big change they needed to make in you and many others is whatever that ripple effect is. However painful it truly is. So I'm going to leave that thought right there and talk to you about a personal issue that you're having this month. Gemini, you're going to have a lot of things you want to play with, a lot of irons in the fire, as they say. And if you can stay focused on one thing at a time, one day at a time, so to speak, without trying to do 12 things in one day, but focus on one thing in one day instead of spreading yourself around so thin that you can really give proper attention to each item on your list of many things you want to do. by doing them one thing in one day as opposed to 12 or 4 or 3. So let's see how it plays in the rest of this reading, but I want you to think that through and let that, see if it resonates with you. Cool. Let's see. So February 26th through the March 4th, we are looking at the 8 of Cups. There is something or someone, a relationship in your world that you have gleaned all you can, right? Meaning that you have, in fact, done what you could to be as good or kind or useful in that situation, in that relationship, as you could. You're no longer feeling like it's a reciprocated relationship. It's run out of its usefulness for you. Not that every relationship must be useful, but you know what I'm getting at, is that you're starting to get hurt by the reaction, by the relationship, and you're needing to walk away from it to take care of yourself. So releasing somebody that used to be useful, used to be helpful, used to be reciprocating and doing nice things with you, and you used to do nice things with them, and everything was great. It doesn't feel like that anymore. It feels more like an energy vampire. So keep that in mind and figure out who that is, so that when you walk away, you will feel like you're walking away in an empowered situation. It doesn't mean you need to kick dirt in their face. It just means releasing with love and on you go, right? So that's one thing that's going on. The area where you're blocked this week, the financial foundation, your 4 of Pentacles is here saying finances are feeling a little stuck, stagnant, unmoved, unuseful in the moment. Like you have something going on with the finances that are your responsibility, and they're not moving. They're not moving. They're not changing. They're not doing what you want them to do. So that area of that project is blocked. Figure out what it is and get on with it. The Hanged Man shows up to say that your solution is to release a hang-up that you have. There's something in the mix that you're hung up on about the finances, I think, that has them stuck. Meaning that you've made a rule about what happens with this money, that you are feeling stuck and making it like, well, if it doesn't happen like this, this, and this, and I don't like this, this, and this, well, then da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, this is what's going to happen, and this is what's going to happen. So, da-da-da-da-da, right? Figure it out. Maybe if there's too much financial hit being taken, maybe you can take that hit from the major amount of money and then do the thing you got to do with it, so that it's deferred or spread out, right? The hit is not your own, but it's a little bit of everybody's, right? That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that's a thought. That's what's going on with the first week of March. We're going to move on to the 5th through the 11th of March, and we have the Ace of Swords, which shows you stepping into control, stepping up to be the boss. This is the Ace of Swords. You have all the responsibility. There's the gift of more responsibility coming your way. Yippee skippy. But don't be alarmed by it. Don't let it upset you. It is something that you are skilled at, so it's not like you're walking into a room blindfolded being told to do something. You have the capacity completely. The 4 of Wands is here blocking you. The foundation of your ideas, the foundation of your learning may not be everything you need. Interesting, because I just said you had all the knowledge you needed, and here I am saying, maybe there's going to be something else they want to teach you. La-di-da. Okay, so indeed. Okay, there will be some training coming your way. New training about something new. Be open to it. Don't be alarmed. It will open new avenues for you, and you will feel fantabulous when you do it. you are a learning goddess or god, and you enjoy, Gemini, taking in new information. It's kind of like your superpower, so enjoy that. The Six of Cups is here, saying that you will be able to give from your heart. So interesting how you do this. You just take whatever responsibility is given to you and you turn it into an opportunity to give, and that's kind of how you roll, and that's what you do. So good for you. I think that you will be able to learn what you need to learn to do, take care of this responsibility, and then ta-da, you'll be able to give from your heart. Presto changeo. As I'm looking at it now, this doesn't look like it's going to be one of those long-winded situations. It'll be a short-term learning project for a short-term project, okay? Take it for what it is, learn it, understand it, maybe even learn how to teach it to somebody else so that you don't always have to be the one doing that. But yeah, it's good news. Good news, and you'll be able to just give and be done with some of that project, and that'll be awesome. Excellent. The next week over, we're talking about the 12th through the 18th of March. This is the moon. You have some dreams and goals you have in mind. Clearly, we're looking at each week has its own special theme, doesn't it? Wow. So that's part of the whole of keeping things compartmentalized and in their lane, so you're not doing everything at once, right? I get it now. So looks like you're going to do one little project each week, and you'll still get everything done, but that's sort of how it's playing out right now. Interesting, Gemini. Good for you. The moon card, talking about your dreams and goals, where you really want to get to and how you want to get there. Things are working there. The world card here is talking about cycles, beginnings and the endings of cycles, being able to comprehend and understand what's going on around you and where you're going and how if you're at the beginning or the ending of that cycle. Either way, the cycle is blocked. So in this position, it's not a forward-moving situation. It's not moving forward at all. So take a deep breath, breathe through the fact that that dream or goal is blocked right now in its cycle, and know that you can, have a cup of tea and hang out with a girlfriend. This is the Queen of Cups. She is your gal pal. She is somebody a confidant, somebody you can share your frustration and irritation with the fact that you're a little stagnated. This is a weird week where things are on pause. This could be weather related. I'm told a lot of weather is happening, that things, sometimes the stalls are for the good. So allow for that. Don't be too fussy. Don't be too uptight. Just know that you're in a position to take a moment, and that's okay. The next week over is the 19th through the 25th, and we are looking at the Five of Pentacles. There will be some issue with money going on one more time. It might be something else over here. Anyway, there's a Five of Pentacles saying that you're going to be looking at money and handling money in a new way or in a different way, trying to get it so that it works for you and not against you. It's exciting. It's interesting. It's different. So pay attention to what it is. You won't have the ability to work. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So it doesn't look like you're going to make a lot of money in the process of doing your work here. So just let that be what it is. Don't make it a rule that if you're going to do this, you've got to make a lot of money. That's not really what's going on. But you can, in fact, make it fair, make it balanced, and make it even. All right? So the Two of Pentacles is here saying that, yeah, okay. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to get it all balanced, and everything is going to be fair. So not everybody is taking a hit, but also not everybody's going to have the massive windfall per se that they thought they might. Take that as it comes and as it rides. This reading is obviously not for every single Gemini in the universe, but do accept the information, see what it does. the Three of Swords. This is the week of March 26th through the 1st of April. The Three of Swords is here to say that we need to be cautious about the information we're taking in. You have new information coming to you that is going to be it's like you're getting new information about your power and ways to make more power and be more you towards your dreams and goals, for sure. But we don't want you to share your joy about this information on your sleeve. We don't want you to share with anybody. We want you to like talk to people about what's going on with them. When you meet people at the water cooler, find out what they're watching on TV, talk about them, don't talk about you, okay? Whatever's going on with you is your business, and you need to keep it that way for now. Because if you share what your personal business is, you're going to be giving away your power. And I want you to do well, for sure. And I want you to know that you can take this information and use it for yourself. But if you tell everybody, everybody else is going to do it too. And pretty soon the benefit will be less, right? Or they might take it instead of you. So Gemini, be cautious with your words and your power and your new information, and hang in tight with that. Now the Death card is shown up here to say that yes, indeed, the area where you're blocked has to do with, you know, releasing and letting go of something that's been holding you back. This could be a way of thinking, physical stuff, a relationship. Yeah, these are the ways that we hold ourselves back, is by hanging on to things that have outlived their welcome. Okay, so this is a much broader scale thing. This is genuine people over here on the Eight of Cups, where you're going to let a person go. This is something else. This could very easily be just like you got a garage full of junk and you need to get rid of it kind of thing, or something else of like intensity that is coming to light, that is like, for you to move forward with this must be released for you to move forward and for you to grow. So be aware of and happy to try new things in that way, all right? The solution this week is Temperance, and it's talking about how opening to the flow, okay? It's important for you to understand that Temperance is all about the word lack. We were taught from the minute we were born that we weren't enough, all right? We weren't big enough, tall enough, strong enough, bad enough, good enough, hot enough, sexy enough, skinny enough, smart enough, any of those things. We were told, and we were never going to be rich enough. We were never going to have anything kind of enough at all, okay? But this card speaks openly and plainly to reprogramming your brain, to saying that no, you have enough. You are enough. You are all that you need. You will always have enough, especially when you open to the flow, okay? So it sort of like, I talk about it like if we're going to receive money from the sky and we put our hands out like this, we're going to catch all the pennies, the nickels, and the dimes, and the quarters coming out of the sky. Good job. Now, it's hard to catch bills like that, though, right? It's hard to catch bills like that. So the answer is to open up to the flow. You got to let a little bit go. You got to let a little bit go in order to receive the flow. Now, the paper comes out of the sky, and you can catch a lot of paper dollars this way, okay? So the answer is open your fingers, release a little bit. We were talking about the Death card, wanting you to release a little bit so that you can receive. And that's awesome, because if you let some stuff go, you can receive all that you have coming to you. This is the lesson of abundance. So, awesome possum. We're getting into it, and we like it very much, all right? I'm actually going to go ahead and save these cards over here so that we can go in depth on the very first week anything February 26th through March 4th. All right. I'm going to set these cards aside, bring these across, and we have our pre-programmed deck right here. Dum, dum, dum. And we're going to get onto it. All right. Interesting. So yes, I'm very proud of what's going on here. There's a lot going on. We talked about keeping down to one thing at a time so that you could stay focused on one thing at a time, and I'm very pleased to see that it looks like you're taking it 1 week at a time with each of your projects. Good job. So the Eight of Cups, we're talking about you having that thing where you have a relationship of people that you need to not be hanging on so tightly to. Okay, somebody in your life needs to be released so you can move forward in your life. Okay, the Death card is here to support that, and it's Snake, shedding the old and resurrection. Boom. Could it be any clearer that you need to let go of something so you can grow? Yet it's like the hermit crab who has to let go of his shell once in a while and go get a new shell because he's got too big to fit in that shell. That's it. That's all there is. That's all I'm talking about. They're talking about the snake shedding his skin because he's too big. He's getting too big for that skin. So he gets out of it, moves on. So don't be afraid to do that, all right? The High Priestess is here saying that your intuition will be on point. Intuition and weaving of fate using the spider. We're going to let that spider guide us. So you may see a few spiders, and don't be alarmed by that, but let them remind you that your intuition is on point this week. I can use my eye. Ooh, I know what's going on. Okay. And I know I know what I need to let go of. I know. It's just, I know. It may not feel very good to walk away from them, but the reality is it's for our own personal survival, okay? And sometimes we have to do that for our own personal survival. The Four of Pentacles is here to tell us what's blocking us. We talked about the finances are blocking us. We have an idea about the finances and how it should fit into the box and how everything should be certain stable and right and proper, and it's maybe holding us back. Knight of Pentacles shows that you're fighting for your worth and value in this project. Cougar, coming into your own power. Cougar is coming into your own power, but this is a blocking idea. Thinking about yourself when you're dealing with this chunk of money is going to be a problem. You can't really think about yourself in this situation. We've been talking about ways to defer the situation, and I think we will, okay? The Six of Pentacles is here, and it's telling me it's the Jaguar, reclaiming your power and rewards, right? So this is where you're blocked. This whole thing about you want very much to be paid for your worth and your value. You want all the money. You want to make sure you don't get hurt financially in the situation of dealing with the money, okay? I get it. We talked about deferring the cost by spreading the cost around so that everybody else takes a hit as well. It's a shared experience, right? So you take do what you got to do, pay what you got to pay, whatever's left over gets divvied up evenly, as opposed to presto changeo, you minus that from your portion. That's bullshit. So minus it from everybody's portion. Take what you pay and divvy that up amongst everybody, and then minus it from everybody's portion. See? Deferred costs, shared costs. It's important with the Hanged Man here that you don't get hung up on all this silly stuff, or let it stop you from moving forward. If you can get it done and be done with it, holy moly, right? Just to be done with it. Perfect. Yay, right? The Devil is here talking about the Raven, shape-shifting and light in the dark. So we have shape-shifting and light in the dark. The Raven is here saying that, yes, as the Devil shows up here, you could sabotage yourself, get hung up, sabotage yourself, make it into a thing where you're taking it all on and you're getting resentful and angry about the whole thing. I can feel that. There's part of you that wants to be done with it. There's part of you that doesn't want, really is angry that this is going to be a painful project financially if you don't figure out a way to get out of it. And I'm like telling you to share the debt. Okay? Share the debt as much as the win. Fair enough? Don't be alarmed. We're all willing to do what we got to do just to get her done, right? Then everyone's free. Cool. Yay. All right. The Emperor. The Emperor is here as our final comment on this, and it's talking about eagle, vision, power, and healing. So the eagle is here as the Emperor. The Emperor is here. He wants to say the foundation will be solid. The foundation will be fine. You will have proper vision. You'll have all the power, and you're going to be able to take care of it, and everything will be healed. You too will be healed in this process. But I see a lot of frustration and irritation and anger and irritation about all of it. So, and stress. Like, you need someone to tell you that it's okay to defer or to mix it up or spread it out amongst the others as well. So that, you know, it's going to be okay. Don't be alarmed. Everything doesn't have to be about you in this particular situation. And I want you to know that you're going to be all right, okay? You will be cared for as well, all right? Nobody wants to hurt you in this process. It's going to be okay, okay? Cool. Perfect. Well, we'll talk next. I thank you so much for being here, Gemini, because you matter to me, and I matter to you, I hope. And we'll meet back here next week when we talk about the 5th through the 11th. Thank you.